We are here.
Remember? Do you ever see the movie Horton Hears the Who?
I've seen the book. Right, it's Dr.
You've seen the book. Well, part of the movie, they say, "We are here. We are here. We are here." The people that live on the flower, you know?
No, I don't, but now I do. That's definitely gonna be a new intro. Lead in.
We are here. We are
here. We are here.
You gotta see that part. It's
we need to make like a soundboard. Could you think of how much entertainment value we could have if we had a soundboard and you just push a button and it just pops in a clip?
Be dangerous, man.
So, hello everyone. It's Thursday night, college football tonight. Would you rather? Episode 6. I think it's 6. I titled it 6. I can't guarantee.
Let's hope. Let's hope it's right.
It's probably not. I'd be willing to bet it's not. But yeah, so we have, how many hypotheticals do you have, Joe, for today's showdown?
6.
I got 4. Okay. So I might need to bank on the viewers for some uncomfortable hypotheticals, strictly for Joe, though, not for me.
I got good stuff for you today.
Okay. Very good.
All
Hi,
right.
Carol. Carol in the comments saying
Carol,
hello.
what's up, Carol?
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Lead us in here to this here podcast.
Sure.
Cheers to that.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes here on the Draft Dudes podcast presented by Locked On. It's Joe Marino and Kyle Krabs from the Draft Network, and we are your hosts here on this live episode of Would You Rather. Today's episode is brought to you by Built Bar. Go to BuiltBar.com and use promo code Locked On. It'll get you $10 off your next order.
Big
Kyle,
fan.
good evening.
Big fan of the Built Bar.
Yeah, they're outstanding. Cookies and cream, the new flavor, unbelievable.
Oh yeah, you'd endorse?
Have
not had cookies and cream yet.
It is good.
Very good.
Can confirm. Kyle, I want to give you my first one.
Okay, so you've been chomping at the bit on this one, huh?
Yeah, I have 3 that I can't wait to give you, but
okay.
This one, I can only do one at a time. So we'll start with this one.
Okay.
You may have found out.
Uncomfortable hypothetical.
This one's very uncomfortable.
Okay, very good.
You may have heard that Blake Bortles is looking for work. He wants to play this year.
Okay.
So what I did is I went through and
this is going.
I've picked 7 different teams that I think have very questionable backup quarterback situations, and they're teams that have a reasonable chance of going to the playoffs this year.
Okay.
So my question for you is, would you rather have this backup quarterback that currently exists as a QB2 for the team or Blake Bortles? Here's the caveat, because I know that you're just going to say, well, I'll take whatever player this is because they've been in the system.
Okay.
This means that you sign them back in March to compete with this player. Okay. So that's out.
So that all things are equal then.
All things are equal.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. We'll just go through these 7 teams, and you can say Blake Bortles or this player. All right,
okay.
So start with the Minnesota Vikings. Sean Mannion, QB2.
I'd rather have Blake Bortles.
New England Patriots, Jarrett Stidham.
They seem like they like him. Stidham's got more upside. Give me.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you. Pittsburgh Steelers, Mason Rudolph.
No, I'd rather have Blake Bortles.
Houston Texans, A.J. McCarron.
I think I'd rather have Blake Bortles.
Tennessee Titans, Logan Woodside.
I'd rather have Blake Bortles.
Buffalo Bills, Matt Barkley.
No, too much respect in that locker room for Matt Barkley. Give me Matt Barkley.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Blaine Gabbert.
They really like him too. They lived the whole turnovers things. I don't think they'd want to do that again.
So Blaine?
Yeah, give me Blaine Gabbert.
So you picked Blake over
half? That didn't feel comfortable to say out loud. So you're right. That was an uncomfortable hypothetical.
These are real stuff, man. These teams are going into this year in a COVID year. I think all those teams are reasonable competitive teams, right?
Yep.
Those are the backup
reasonably competitive teams.
Yeah. All right.
Well, like the saying goes, if your starting quarterback gets hurt, your season's screwed anyway, right?
Well, is it Jameis Winston or Teddy Bridgewater goes 5-0 with the Saints? The Minnesota Vikings a few years back.
It's different. They weren't hurt for the whole year.
What you got?
Do you want one?
I do.
Starting in the backfield, Joe, talking running backs.
Great. I choose not paying them.
Okay. Well, we're going to put that to the ultimate test here.
Here we go.
Okay. Would you rather have your team play the next 6 years of football, paying Ezekiel Elliott his 6-year, $90 million contract? Or would you rather play the next 6 years with a running back by committee groom of 2018 Peyton Barber, 2019 Kalen Ballage, and whatever year Reggie Bush was on the Buffalo Bills?
Dude, Reggie Bush had negative yards that year.
I know. That's the point. So which would you rather do? Have that trio by committee for 6 years or pay Zeke for 6 years?
Zeke right now at his age, or do I get like a couple years ago to help me here?
Is your answer going to be different either way?
I think I'm going with Zeke.
Yeah, okay, you're paying the running back.
But you gave me the worst possible running backs that we've seen. Literally the 3 worst seasons by running backs that's happened over the last 10 years. That was my option over paying Zeke.
And you paid Zeke.
Yeah,
Joe paid a running back, folks.
I can manufacture a better backfield with just about anybody else. All right, so listen, this next one for you, I'm being pretty kind here.
Okay.
Because the coaching thing that I gave you last week was pretty dirty. All right.
It was.
So this is challenging, but it's more respectful.
Okay.
You get to have one of these 2 Miami Dolphins defenders in their prime right now for this Miami Dolphins football
Jason
team, but
Taylor.
you can only have one. Well,
Taylor.
Your choices are Jason Taylor,
Jason Taylor,
or Zach. What I can't think of his last name. Zach Thomas. Good Lord.
Jason Taylor.
Really, not even thought, because I feel like that's a bigger hole on the defense right now, right? Would you say middle linebacker?
No.
Edge is a bigger thing. They have Lawson and Agba.
They're going to play a ton. They're going to play a ton of sub. They're going to play 5 and 6 defensive backs on the field. Jerome Baker's a rangy guy. Camus Gruger-Hill, if you want a guy who can, be more of a stack thud guy, Kyle Van Noy. That heat off the edge, they don't have that guy at all on their roster. So give me Jason Taylor.
So if I opened it up to any Dolphins defensive player in the history of the Miami Dolphins, it's Jason Taylor?
Probably first ballot Hall of Famer, like 130 career sacks.
I thought it would be a harder choice for you, but it's not.
No. I'm hoping this is a challenging. We're going to keep it on the trenches here.
Okay.
Would you rather have an offensive line comprised of all pro tackles and replacement level guards, or replacement level tackles and all pro guards?
What's my center? Just a good one?
An above average center.
You got to pick the tackles, right? Dre Harris wouldn't talk to me ever again if I didn't pick the tackles. Those guys are on an island. I know that pressure up the middle is
quickest way to get your quarterback derailed.
Yeah, replacement level, man. I mean, we're talking like Michael Schofields of the world type guys.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Bobby Hart. Would I rather have Xavier Su'a-Filo at both of my guard spots, or Bobby Hart at both of my
both
guard
of your
spots?
tackles?
But I get
your tackle spots.
I get the elite players. I got to take the elite tackles.
Just because they're on an island?
Yeah.
And I think you're underselling interior pressure a little bit.
I know we had that debate like 3 years ago. Do you remember it?
We did, yeah. Like pretty in depth too, but you're not budging.
No, just because I don't want Dre to beat me up.
Okay.
The guy has some kind of special boxing gloves that you only get if you can.
No, they're like MMA gloves.
Yeah, 8 inches or something.
I don't know
whatever he was saying. It sounded intimidating to me. Okay. Would you? Okay, this is Miami Dolphins again here. Would you rather have Josh Rosen or a 4th round pick? You could trade. You can keep Josh Rosen.
Entering 2020
right now in the reality of this moment, you can have Josh Rosen, or you can have a 4th round pick from because maybe that will play into it. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
So it's going to be a pick outside the top 125.
Yep.
It's not going to move the needle for me at all.
I'm keeping Josh.
Tua hasn't played a snap for the Dolphins yet. I'm not going to forget about the fact that there's some durability questions here. I got a cheap former top 10 overall quarterback that's shown improvement throughout the course of his year with the team that I got to pay like $2 million a year to for 2 years.
You said on our scouting meeting today that you would do it for a 3.
Yeah. Top 100 pick.
And I think you even said, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You said you would package Rosen in a 4 for a 3.
Correct. Because the Dolphins have 2 4s.
But you wouldn't just do it for a 4.
No. That's what if that value is too far deviated from what Miami invested into Josh for me.
What about if it was a top 10 picks of the 4th round 4?
Then I think I would do the package deal.
It's Rosen. You're not giving
it's Rosen 10, for a 4 period.
That's guaranteed in the top 10 of the 4th round.
Okay. So that's going to be a downgrade of approximately 40 something spots from where I traded to get him in the first place. I'd probably do it. I'd probably cave.
You have like your cutoff is like 112 overall.
Yeah. I want to make sure I get something close to what I invested to get him in the first place.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the challenge. And that's the barrier the Dolphins have because you can't showcase him because there's no preseason, right? So like you're totally flying dark. Somebody's either going to have to blow you out of the water or he has more value to your team than what he does anybody that's going to offer up a deal to get him.
All right.
Okay. So would you rather attend one, but only one of the following events?
Okay.
The Pro Bowl.
Okay.
The Senior Bowl. Or the NFL Combine?
Pro Bowl's out. That doesn't move the needle for me at all.
You get the whole week, though.
Do I get to go in Lucas Oil for the Combine?
I want to say yes, but I feel like that's going to make your decision for you.
Correct? Because I'm going to take...
Then no.
So I don't go. So just normal Combine that we normally get.
Normal Combine that you get as a credentialed media member. Senior Bowl. Or for the Pro Bowl, you get the whole week. You get the whole week at any one of these 3 events.
Yeah, I don't care about the Pro Bowl.
What if it's in Hawaii?
That'd be fun.
You get a week in Hawaii versus...
But then I can't go to the Senior Bowl because it's the same damn week, right?
Right.
So, no.
Braden wants to know why I added the Pro Bowl in here at all. The reason why I added the Pro Bowl is I'm betting on... Nice doggo, by the way. I'm betting on the location, Hawaii, for a week being appealing versus going to Mobile, Alabama for a week for the Senior Bowl, which you've already said and done. Like we've been to the Senior Bowl plenty of times together, or Indianapolis in late February.
Do I get to bring my wife with me to the Pro Bowl?
No, it's business trip.
No, so that's definitely out. Senior Bowl, taking the Senior Bowl.
Great overall experience, right?
Yeah, it is. Barbecue. The draft starts in Mobile. We know that, right?
That's right.
You get
a lot of friendly faces down there.
A lot of friendly faces.
There's some not so friendly faces too, but that's okay. But
that's what I'm taking. All right, Kyle, it's time for your GM proposition of the week. Which team would you rather take over to be the general manager of today?
Okay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
Or the New York Jets. You get them as is right now, in this moment.
Jaguars. Ownership's the deciding factor. I don't have a lot of faith in the Johnsons.
Here's the caveat.
Okay.
In 2 years, the Jaguars move to London.
You can't just drop that on me.
Well, okay, no, it's a different. There's new information. It's a different prop now.
And I'm probably going the Jets. I've been to London. I like London. London's a nice city.
Yeah,
I enjoyed my time over there, but I got family over here. All my friends are over here. Like, it's a long flight. It's an expensive flight too. Now, granted, the team would be paying for a lot of that, but
an NFL team,
right?
Be okay.
But those logistics are very, very complicated. I don't think I'm interested in going overseas.
All right.
Would you rather, if you were Jadeveon Clowney,
take that deal from the Browns a couple months ago is what I would have done.
Play for the Titans or the Saints?
Saints. I got a better chance to go win a Super Bowl this year. And that defense
That's what it's all about.
That defense is better equipped to bring me in. Like, the Houston secondary is bad. And that's going to limit my opportunities to make plays.
It's the Titans, though.
Oh, I thought you said the Saints. Where am I making this up?
Titans and the Saints.
In my mind, I thought you said the Texans. This whole time I'm thinking Texans.
I didn't know.
You didn't.
I
Okay,
didn't.
so
I
now
said the Titans.
so it's the Titans or the Saints.
Yeah.
Still the Saints. I want to go be part of what I think is the best roster in football, top to bottom.
Okay. How much are you getting paid? What if the Titans offer you twice as much money?
I mean, if I'm Jadeveon Clowney, I've made tons of money, so money's not going to matter to me.
You haven't made as much as you could have if you took that.
Yeah, I don't know,
offer
man.
a couple months ago.
I can't even imagine.
And he came into the offseason saying he wanted to reset the market.
Yeah, well, don't have the injury history that you have and expect that to be the case. Non-football one for you, Kyle.
Okay.
For the rest of your life, you can only use one of the following items. A fork or a spoon. You can only use a fork or a spoon, but never again the other item.
Spoon.
Really?
Yeah.
My wife and I both thought the fork was the obvious choice here.
Why? If you're trying to eat cereal, how are you going to eat cereal?
Just turn up the bowl, man.
Just drink the bowl?
How are you going to eat spaghetti? Or
scoop it, twirl it, and be my best guess.
I thought
I eat a lot of shit with my bare hands anyway, so
yeah. So
I don't need the fork. I don't need to stab it. Can I still use a knife?
Still use a knife, but you
done.
Can,
yeah, I'll just stick it with a knife, and
that is a game changer when you think about the knife.
Yeah,
knife accomplishes a lot of that.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a right answer though.
No, they're inconvenient either way.
Yeah.
Okay, we saw this one. Was this another nice dog?
Yeah, this one. Yep. What do you?
Okay, well, he wants this one asked because he asked us this on Twitter and now he's asking in Periscope. So thanks for tuning in. First and foremost, Grady. Would you rather have Kevin Byard or Eddie Jackson? Byard is a better run defender and forces more turnovers. Grady also, I believe. You could correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but I believe he said he thinks Byard is the most underrated defender in football.
I think everybody knows. I don't see some of this underrated stuff bothers me because if everyone says you're underrated, then you're not underrated. I don't know. To who? To people that don't know football? Do we care what they think?
Deion Sanders thought he was a fan, didn't he?
Yeah, that was really stupid.
That was dumb. The Byard's made one Pro Bowl, one All-Pro. It was back in 2017. But he also has 17 interceptions over the course of his 4 seasons. And all 17 of those interceptions have come in the last 3 years.
I might go with Kevin Byard because he has a cleaner injury history.
That's fair. Byard's a better tackler. Right, he missed 2 tackles last year on 86 attempts. He missed 2 tackles.
Last 2 years, he's been a good tackler. Yeah,
he's a better all around safety. So if that's important to you to have a more well rounded player, then that's your pick. You would pick him over Eddie Jackson. Now, if I want strictly ball skills, I think I still take Eddie. But as an all-around safety, all-encompassing, all the components, I think I'd take Byard.
All right, here's another one of my listener submissions.
Okay.
Comes from Mr. James. Would you rather have Gardner Minshew or Jared Goff on their current contracts?
Minshew. I think both are limited players, right? Goff's accomplished more, but you see him under pressure, and it's not good. At least Minshew's comfortable under pressure. He invites the chaos too much, but he's on a rookie deal as a day 3 pick versus what you got to pay Goff.
Yeah, you're stuck with you have Goff for sure for the next 2 years before you have a reasonable chance to get out of that deal.
And how much you paying him against the cap per year?
This year 34, next year 32, 31, then 27.
And Minshew's one
peanuts.
Yeah, he's probably not even $1 million against the cap.
So the question you have to ask yourself is, can you win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff? He's been there.
Yeah, but they were so limited going through the playoffs that year. It's the entire back half of that season, once Gurley got hurt and he tried to play through it. Didn't somebody else get hurt too?
Who?
for the Rams that year. Dude, Minshew's contract is worth $2.7 million over the next 4 years combined.
So you don't believe in either quarterback, and you feel like because of that, you have the easier chance to get out of the Minshew deal and find your guy.
Correct.
If you have Goff, you're stuck with Goff, and he's going to restrict your team.
I like Jared, but Jared, all of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL have success under pressure. They're good under pressure, right?
Mahomes, I want to see
Russell Wilson.
I want to see how bad Goff is under pressure. I don't know the answer to this.
Is your producer pulling that up?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Okay, very good.
Passing under pressure, courtesy of our friends at PFF. He's very good with no pressure. Very good.
Yeah, I bet he is. What's he like with pressure, though?
Can't be too happy about this. Passer rating goes to 60.4.
60.4 under pressure.
99.5 clean. 42% completion percentage. 73 when he's clean.
Do the year prior.
Is it worse? That was last year.
Yeah, do the year prior.
Same 42% completion, 71%. Passer rating goes from 112 clean to 54 under pressure.
So
he's good when he's blitzed. They got to pick it up.
Right.
What if I go to 2017? That was the year they won the Super Bowl, right?
Keep going. Yep.
Yeah, 40%. He's getting better, though. 40% completions.
He's pressured. Slowly ascending.
70% no pressure. His passer rating goes from 109 to 74 because he didn't throw as much interceptions. He only threw one interception under pressure in 2017. The other years he threw like 6 or 7.
Yeah. So that's my concern with Goff.
Pretty fair.
So Minshew's kind of the inverse, where he's not as good. He's not as good in structure. I mean, granted, it's a much smaller sample size,
right?
But he also invites chaos and is successful under pressure and successful in chaos. And that is a trait that I think you can translate more. You can build the structure around a guy, but you can't build that comfort in chaos.
Minshew under pressure is weird because his rating is 77.7. That's respectable.
Yeah, it's not bad.
10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Just throw it up the chart, man.
Under pressure.
Just throw it up the chart.
Now, his completion percentage is not great, 41.9.
Yeah.
But the fact that he finds those big moments.
Productive, yeah.
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 Interesting.
So I can take that and I can pay him less than $3 million over the next 4 years. I'm taking that over paying Jared Goff $35 million a year to be not good under pressure.
We know that Minshew's at least reasonable with bad talent and coaching around him. Like we've seen Goff with everything perfect, right? Basically.
And we've seen him with it not perfect too. Granted, it was his rookie year.
Yeah, well, I guess here's a fun way to answer this question. If Goff was on Jacksonville last year, what does that season look like?
With Marone?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Would it be better than Minshew's rookie season?
No, I don't think it would be. And again, I like Jared Goff. I think he's one of those Ryan Tannehill-esque quarterbacks, right? You got to have the environment around him right. And if you capture lightning in a bottle, yeah, you probably could win a Super Bowl with him. But he doesn't have that intrinsic sense of navigating pressure and handling it under the gun. And that scares the hell out of me to pay a guy $35 million.
What else we got?
We got one from our good friend Suan.
What's up?
TDM Premium. Subscriber Suan. For the next 20 years, would you rather be a perennial contender with no Super Bowls or a perennial loser with 1 Super Bowl win? So let's think of a good example of each. You could be the perennial loser with the 1 Super Bowl win. Would it be fair to call that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
100%, yes.
Right. So you could either be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, or a perennial contender that has not won the Super Bowl. Huddle saying Green Bay. Green Bay won in 2010s. I think it was 2011. They won a Super Bowl.
Like the Chiefs before last year.
Right.
Always pretty good.
Right. Or like you could say like the Chargers, aside of last year too. With Phillip Rivers, for like 15 years, they were consistently a contender.
I feel we might be the wrong people to ask, because for me, I
We're gonna
want the
sell out
Super
for the
Bowl
Super Bowl so
yeah,
bad.
so bad. It's like, whatever. I know what it's like to suck all the time, but I don't know what it's like to have that be on top of the NFL world.
Yeah. The Eagles are another good example before they won their Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
As a perennial,
yeah,
they were always in it. I'll take the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think we both want that.
Yep. I've experienced life with being a perennial loser, but if you gave me I'm okay. I'm making out okay. But if you give me a Super Bowl on top of it,
right,
I'm just going to live in a perennial state of like, I'm pretending it's that year.
Philadelphia Eagles fans moved on real quick from that Super Bowl, didn't they?
Oh, they're over it. They're over it. You used to see, I live like Northern Delaware. The whole block used to have like Super Bowl champion flags flying around. No, they're down.
Kyle, if the Bills win the Super Bowl, I think every single live stream podcast, I'd literally just wear the Super Bowl champions t-shirt.
Probably. I do the same thing. I don't blame you. And I would tie one of my flags around my neck like a freaking cape.
Right. I
might paint my face.
And if they just lose in the playoffs every year,
I'm going to be happy as a clam. But if you give me the Super Bowl win,
right.
No, game over. You got any more?
I don't have any more. I'm ready to watch Austin Watkins.
Okay. Yeah, a little college football on tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody else is blowing me away. You guys need to bring your A game for your hypotheticals. I want to give a thanks to Braden, to Grady, and to Sue Ann for supplying some live hypotheticals. Joe, we didn't really get each other to squirm too hard this week, but that's okay.
I opened strong with the Bortles stuff. You felt weird about that.
You did, because I was backing Blake Bortles, but
yeah, that felt good.
Especially because I know I can get him on a backup contract. So
yeah,
I'm not getting
to get you pounding the table for Blake Bortles felt damn good here on this Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, thanks as always. If you tuned in live, we really appreciate it. We always enjoy interacting with you guys. If you're listening to Draft Dudes on Friday, Mondays, Thursdays, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube Live, The Draft Network, Draft Dudes Live, we take your comments in real time. We interact with you guys. We always love doing it. This has become one of my favorite parts of the week throughout the course of this summer, and we look forward to carrying that forward into the season. This time next week, Joe, we're going to be watching an NFL game. So the season is here. Make sure you hit subscribe, follow along with the Draft Dudes. We will take you through NFL season. We'll take you through college season. We'll take you through draft season. We'll get you through the off season. That's what we do best. Hope to see you guys again next week.